will be measured. I, create key indicators to be used in tracking progress, achievement of projects in the state. J, develop and maintain with the relevant ministry, development and agencies a data management system for the registration of all contractors, consultants, and projects carried out in the state. And K, carry out such other functions as may be assigned by the governor. Clause 5. That clause 5 stands part of the bill. Clause 6. Amendment proposed. Insert sub clause 4 as follows. 4. The chairman shall hold office for a term of 4 years and may be reappointed for another term of 4 years only, subject to satisfactory performance as may be determined by the governor. Clause 7. That clause 7 stands part of the bill. Clause 8. That clause 8 stands part of the bill. Clause 9. That clause 9 becomes clause 10 and amendment proposed. Replace the provision of subclause 1 as follows. There shall be appointed by the governor from the civil service of the state an executive secretary for the agency, an officer not below grade level 15, who shall be the administrative head and chief accounting officer of the agency. Clause 10, that former clause 10 becomes clause 11 and stands part of the bill. Clause 11, that former clause 11 becomes clause 12 and amendment proposed. Insert subclause 3 does. 3, the agency may establish other department or unit or as circumstances may warrant. Clause 12, the former clause 12 becomes clause 13, stands part of the bill. Clause 13, the former clause 13 becomes clause 14 and stands part of the bill. Clause 14, the former clause 14 becomes clause 15 and stands part of the bill. Clause 15, the former clause 15 becomes clause 16 and stands part of the bill. Clause 16, the former clause 16 becomes clause 17 and stands part of the bill. Clause 17, the former clause 17 becomes clause 18 and stands part of the bill. Insertion of new clause 9, insert new clause 9 as follows. Cessation of office 9.1. The chairman or a member of the committee shall cease to hold office if he, A, is unable to discharge effectively the functions of his office due to infirmity of mind or body, or is convicted of an offense involving dishonesty or gross misconduct, or resigns by giving 1 month's notice in writing, or is involved in any act considered inimical to the interest of the agency or the state, or is an undischarged bankruptcy, or has been removed or dismissed from the service of the government or a body corporate. 2, the chairman or a member of the committee may be removed from office by the governor if the governor is satisfied that it is not in the interest of the public that such chairman or a member should continue in office. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to report.
The leader.
Mr. Speaker, next time, Honorable College. Permit me to commend and appreciate the all-round vice chairman and his esteemed team, which include my honorable self, for a wonderful job done, and for coming up with this report in an accelerated manner. I will say a big thank you to you and your esteemed team, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I also said that, Mr. Speaker, I want to move that the report submitted by the committee chairman should be received by this honorable house for further legislative consideration. The same colleague, I so submit.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I like to second the motion moved by the leader of the House.
Those in favor that the reports are tendered by the Deputy Speaker and the Chairman of the House Committee on Special Duties. Those in favor that the House do receive the reports as tendered by him, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, I rise to move that this honorable house constitute itself to the committee of the whole for further consideration of reports submitted clause by clause. The same committee, I so submit.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I like to second the motion moved by the leader of the House. This House do constitute itself into the committee of the whole House to consider the report of the Committee on Special Duty on Oyo State Project Performance Monitoring Agency 2023. I so second.
Those in favor that the House do constitute itself into the committee of the whole House in order to consider this committee report as tendered by the Chairman on Special Duties, clause by clause, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. My name is Right Honorable Adebo Edward Ogudoyin, Chairman Committee of the whole House. We shall now be considering this committee reports clause by clause. The Chairman and Vice, please take us through this report.
Mr. Chairman, sir, long title, amendment proposed.
Mr. Chairman, sir, Honorable Bengo Yekola is my name. I represent Atiba State Constituency. Long title, amendment proposed, seconded.
Those in favor that the long title be amended and stand part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 1, amendment proposed, replace 2023 with 2024.
Clause 1, amendment proposed, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 1 be amended and stand part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 2, amendment proposed.
Clause 2, amendment proposed, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 2 be amended and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 3, that clause 3 stand part of the bill.
That clause 3 stand part of the bill, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 3 stand part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 4, amendment proposed.
Clause 4, amendment proposed, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 4 be amended and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 5, that clause 5 stand part of the bill.
That clause 5 stand part of the bill, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 5 stand part of the bill, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 6, amendment proposed.
Clause 6, amendment proposed, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 6 be amended and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 7, clause 8 stand part of the bill.
Clause 7 and clause 8 stand part of the bill, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 7 and that clause 8 both stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 9, clause 9 amended and becomes clause 10.
Clause 9 amended and becomes clause 10, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 9 be renumbered and amended and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 10, that former clause 10 becomes clause 11 and stand part of the bill.
That clause 10 becomes clause 11 and stand part of the bill, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 10 be renumbered and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 11, that former clause 11 becomes clause 12 and amendment proposed.
Clause 11, that clause 11 becomes clause 12, amendment proposed, seconded.
Those in favor that clause 11 be amended and be renumbered, amended and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
That former clause 12, clause 13, clause 14, clause 15, clause 16, clause 17 becomes, sorry, let me take that.
Just say be renumbered.
Be renumbered and stand part of the bill.
That clause 12, clause 13, clause 14, clause 15, and 16, and 17 be renumbered and stand part of the bill seconded.
Those in favor that clause 12, that clause 13, that clause 14, that clause 15, that clause 16, and that clause 17 all be renumbered and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Insertion of new clause 9.
Those in favor that a new clause 9 be inserted and stand part of the bill, say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman, we beg to report.
This brings us to the end of the consideration of this reports clause by clause. Those in favor that the chairman do report back to the House, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished colleagues, you recall that we just concluded the consideration of the Oyo State Protection Performance Monitoring Agency Bill 2023 at the Committee of the Whole House. I hereby present the report of the chairman as a true reflection of what transpired at the Committee of the Whole. The long title was amended. Clause 1 was amended. Clause 2 was amended. Clause 3 stands part of the bill. Clause 4 was amended. Clause 5 stands part of the bill. Clause 6 was amended. Clause 7 stands part of the bill. Clause 8 stands part of the bill. Clause 9 was amended. Clause 10 was renumbered and stands part of the bill. Clause 11 was renumbered and amended. Clause 12 was renumbered and stands part of the bill. Clause 13 was renumbered and stands part of the bill. Clause 14 was renumbered and stands part of the bill. Clause 15 was renumbered and stands part of the bill. Clause 16 was renumbered and stands part of the bill. Clause 17 was also renumbered and stands part of the bill. Insertion of a new clause 9 was inserted into this bill. Distinguished colleagues, I hereby report. The leader.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, I rise to move that the bill, Oyo State Project Performance Monitoring Agency Bill 2023-2024 be read for the third time and pass. Distinguished colleague, I so submit.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion moved by the leader of the House.
Distinguished honorable members, those in favor that the Oyo State Project Performance Monitoring Agency Bill 2024 be read for the third time and pass, say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, sir, Oyo State Project Performance Monitoring Agency Bill 2024 is being read the third time. Mr. Speaker, sir.
Distinguished honorable colleagues, that was the third reading of Oyo State Project Performance Monitoring Agency Bill 2024, which has now been read for the third time and passed. The next item.
Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, for technical reason, the supposed next item, that is the power of Committee on Transport, will be suspended for now and will be taken before the end of this sitting. Now, the next item will be report of the Committee on Public Petition, Justice and Judiciary on the investigation of a petition titled Reappeal for the Suspension and Stopping of Illegal and Unauthorized Demolition and Efficiency of Our Business Structures on land situate, lying and being at behind Housing Corporation Estate along Iwo Road, Ojo Expressway, Ibadan. OIK has /10/21/24. Pursuant to the directive of the Right Honorable Speaker on 6 September 2023, the report of the Committee on the Public Petition, Justice and Judiciary on investigation of a petition titled The Appeal for the Suspension and Stopping of Illegal and Unauthorized Demolition and Efficiency of Our Business Structure on land situate, lying and being at behind Housing Corporation Estate along Iwo Road, Ojo Expressway, Ibadan, to be presented by Honorable A.H. Ogundare Ogoluwasulire, Chairman of the Committee.
We call on the Chairman of the Committee to please present his report, Honorable A.A. Ogundare.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Speaker. I'm Honorable Abidin Adeoye Ogundare, Honorable representing Ogoluwasulire State Constituency. Committee report. Report of the Committee on Public Petition, Justice and Judiciary on its investigation of a petition titled Reappeal for the Suspension and Stopping of Illegal and Unauthorized Demolition and Eviction of our businesses, structures on land situated, lying and being at behind Housing Corporation Estate along Iwo Road, Ojo Expressway, Ibadan. Preamble. Pursuant to directive of the Right Honorable Speaker on 6th September 2023 that the Committee on Public Petition, Justice and Judiciary investigate a petition titled Reappeal for the Suspension and Stopping of Illegal and Unauthorized Demolition and Eviction of Our Businesses Structure on land situated, laying and being at behind Housing Corporation Estate along Iwo Road, Ojo Expressway, Ibadan. Authored by the underlisted on behalf of the occupier of the Federal Road setback behind Housing Corporation Estate near NNPC Mega Station along Iwo Oladapo Ife Lajulo Motor Spare Parts, Mr. Oluwaseun McNoland Olajide and Mr. Kolawole Ahmed Ajakai. Investigation by the committee. The committee, in carrying out the investigation, met separately.
So, Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you can just go to the recommendation so we know what we're.
All right, sir. As the directors, recommendations arising from the investigation of the petition, the committee hereby recommends for the approval of the House as follows: that official of the Oyo State Housing Corporation and Federal Ministry of Land, Housing and Urban Development are to ensure that occupier of the setback conform with planning regulations in the development of that corridor. And two, the Oyo State Housing Corporation should embark on a massive recovery of lands illegally acquired by members of the public along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway axis or elsewhere above with respect to the road setbacks, and ensure without further delay their judicious utilization for the benefit of the citizenry and the government. 3, that the Oyo State Housing Corporation should incorporate individual and private organizations to utilize road setback that are hanging out for the criminals to reduce level of insecurity in the state. However, this should be done in conformity with the standard rules and regulations of the plan. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to report.
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the esteemed colleague, all rise to commend the chairman, House Committee on Public Petition and Judiciary for a job well done. And Mr. Speaker, I want to move that the report as submitted by the Chairman Committee on Judiciary and Public Petition be received by this Honorable House for further legislative debate, comments, and suggestion. If there are any, the same colleague has to submit.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion moved by the Leader of the House.
I will first receive it. We can receive and accept. A motion has been moved and duly seconded. Those in favor that the House will receive the report as standard by the Chairman, House Committee on Public Petitions, Justice and Judiciary, say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Let's just accept it. Move to accept. Since we are all in agreement with the recommendation.
I don't know if there is any comments.
We are all in agreement.
Okay, we are in agreement with the resolution of the. Okay, I would like to move for the acceptance of the reports submitted and from the working document of this Honorable House. Distinguished colleague, as also submit.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion moved by the Leader of the House.
Those in favor that the House do accept and adopt the recommendations within the report, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Next item. But before the next item, sorry, Leader, let me use this opportunity to recognize our guest. I wish to recognize the presence of the presence of teachers and students of Vinci Froebel Model School, Alakwata, Akwete, Ibadan. You can stand for recognition. Who are in the gallery today to observe today's proceedings. As partners in progress, I urge you to be observant as the deliberation progresses so that you can gain maximally from this plenary session. I also wish you a happy viewing and journey message back to your various destinations. And after the plenary, myself and some of the members will be available to you at the car park to take some pictures. Thank you, and God bless you. You can sit down. You can sit. Next item.
Mr. Speaker and esteemed colleague, next item on the order of the day paper is a motion. Motion on the need for urgent renovation and rehabilitation of Cultural Center, Mokola, and immediate upgrading to a modern 3D cinema. OIHAM/10/33/24. That this Honorable House take cognizance of the historical significance of Cultural Center, Mokola, as a center for displaying culture cultural heritage and its potential for generating revenue to the cover of the state. It is a field within the executive arm of government to renovate and rehabilitate it to a 3D cinema to meet modern day demand. Honorable Babajide Gabriel Adebayo, Ibadan North so. Move on with the motion.
Honorable Babajide Adebayo, please present your motion.
Right, Honorable Speaker, colleagues, my name remains Honorable Babajide Gabriel, representing the good people of Ibadan North State Constituency. I also still remain the Jagaban of 9th and 10th Assembly. Need urgent renovation and rehabilitation of Cultural Center, Mokola, and immediate upgrading to modern 3D cinema. The House note that one of the most treasurable assets of our dear Oyo State is the Cultural Center located at 8 top of Mokola Ibadan in the 70s. It is hosted in the famous cultural festival and generated a lot of revenue to the cover of the state. The Cultural Center was designed to promote the showcase of cultural heritage of our dear state, and the center, the museum and the cinema, which has been moribund for a while now. Further note that when some of us were growing up, the center served as a tourist and adventure spot for citizens and foreigners. Children and adults always trooped in and out at the Cultural Center, either you and there to watch the latest movie in the cinema or you are there for tourism. The center was there and activities and a lot was generated in the time of revenue. Aware on the sadden note that the once active center is now shadow of itself and is all overgrown in weed and bushes. It's quite unfortunate that such a very property is wasted away when a lot of revenue could be generated from it. That the government needs to look deeper and work toward generating more internal generated revenue IGR from the cultural and tourism sector. In advanced country of the world, the main sector that generated most of the revenue in the tourism sector, it's now important that we should wake up and build our cultural and tourism sector so as to generate more revenue in our dear state. Observed that for instead to materialize the executive arm of government as a matter of utmost importance, how to put measure in place to renovate and rehabilitate Cultural Center Mokola and upgrade it to a modern 3D cinema. Resolved to urge the executive arm of government to put measure in a place to urgently renovate the rehabilitated Cultural Center, Mokola Ibadan, and the executive arm of government to redesign the cinema in a Cultural Center to a 3D dimension cinema so as to generate revenue for the state. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move.
The motion has been moved. Any seconder? Honorable Yusuf.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Adebisi Yusuf Oladeni, the Deputy Chief Whip of your State House of Assembly, and I represent the good people of Ibadan Southwest Local Government Constituency 1. I stand up this afternoon to second the motion ably moved by my brother, Honorable BG Adebayo. Need for urgent renovation and rehabilitation of Cultural Center, Mokola, and immediate upgrading to a modern 3D cinema. I stand up to second. I say second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Motion on the move and it is seconded to take order Honorable BC because I know it's I remember what Honorable Babalola referred to you as boom. So Honorable Boom will hear from you.
Yeah. The Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Olubisi Oluwati Michael. First of all, I would like to, member representing Ogbomoso North State Constituency. First of all, I would like to commend the mover of this motion, Honorable Gabriel Babajide. This is a very good motion. And I will implore the executive arm of government to work on this rehabilitation and renovation of cultural center to a 3D cinema in order to meet the modern day system. So by doing this will boost the economic situation of the state, and it will also create more jobs for some people in the state. And this will also serve as another income, it will generate the revenue for the state also. So, Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues, please, I would like us to consider all the resolution of this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, the Chairman, House Committee on Culture and Tourism, for your support and submission of this, your support on this motion. But I believe the cultural center is in Ibadan North.
Yes.
Our question is that, as Ibadan North, have you resolved the Agbowo issue? And if you haven't resolved the Agbowo situation, then why do you want to embark on another project that...
Mr. Speaker.
Well, Mr. Speaker, thank you for saying that. I believe Mr. Governor has said already that the Agbowo have been re-awarded to another contractor, which I believe he said is going to start any project any time from now, because what he needs to facilitate his loan to start the project has been given to him, which I believe anytime soon it should be done. So it's not saying, when we are talking about cultural center as well, I think all those things are in Ibadan North. And also all the land they are doing now, many Nigeria are dedicated from Ibadan North this time around, even though they have Agodi Garden, everywhere, Sun Amusement Park, everywhere is around Ibadan North. So I believe this is the art of Oyo State. This is the art of Nigeria in Oyo State, which I believe with that again we can still put the Nigeria in Oyo State. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, since you have all this Agodi, you have transfer, maybe you don't need... Thank you. Since a motion has been moved and duly seconded, the resolutions within the motion are apt, and we are all in agreement on the resolution. Then I'll put the question to the House that those that are in support of the resolutions as contained within the motion, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The leader.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, for technical reasoning, for technical reasoning, it's still a technical reason. That report by Transport Committee on their interaction with Oyo State Road Traffic Management Authority cannot be taken for this sitting again. It will be taken by the next legislative day. So having said that, I want to move for the motion for the adjournment of this sitting till Tuesday, 27th day of February 2024 by 10 a.m. Distinguished colleague, I so submit.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I would like to second the motion moved by the leader of the House.
We are adjourning to Tuesday, 27th of February, so that committee assignments can go on for the rest of the week, and we can wrap up most of all the outstanding committee reports and bill that has been directed to the various committees that we have, so that you can complete these bills that have been sent to you. In so saying, those in favor that the House do adjourn until 27th of February 2024 by 10 a.m. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.